Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all thought I was lying. You know what? We pull out the Redford Reserve and we drink to that, baby. Look at that chart. That is mean. Oh, I'm excited to talk about this one today. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we have technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me here to the community, make a couple people better off than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Last, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now today, we're going to be giving you an update on ticker symbol AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated. I presented this play back when it was trading at about $4.50, and I said, guys, keep this on your radar. We're looking at a short squeeze here, and I don't even think we've really squeezed yet. It's just running in the after hours. For whatever reason, this stock has a pattern, and I think it's just because it's so heavily short attacked, which I will talk about, later. But for whatever reason, this stock always runs in the after hours. So eventually when shorts cover, it is going to be absolutely nasty. And I think that's why you're seeing this kind of run up right now, because I don't think you can actually short in the after hours. I could be wrong, but let me just check my brokerage account quick. Okay, I stand corrected. You can short in the after hours. So I never want to get any false information. I double checked. But regardless, this stock is absolutely hammering right now in the after hours, and we've got some good stuff to talk about. So we're going to look at this both macroscopically and microscopically. I'll look at the 1 month chart as well as the 2-day 1 minute chart. We'll take a look at the overall volume. I have 3 indicators pulled up: the RSI, which is the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 is oversold. I've got the 200 EMA, which is the exponential moving average, and this is just a 200-day price action based valuation trend line, and the 15-day VAMA, which is the volume adjusted moving average, and this is a 15-day price action based valuation trend line over a 15-day moving period, adjusted accordingly to the overall volume going into a stock. We're going to adjust this overall Fibonacci retracement just to get an idea of where we may see some pullbacks, and we're going to put it from the base of this little run up right here, and that should give us an idea of how this might end up retracing. We'll do that. We'll level off some levels of support and resistance as best as we can based on this insane gap up that's happening right now. Woo-hoo! I'll tell you what, on a heavier note, I had a personal situation happened during the trading day today. I'm not going to get into details. It's not really anybody's business, but I will say I had a phone call, and it was some bad news, and it took me away from the charts for about an hour, and I was trading SNPW. And that's probably all I needed to say for you to realize that I got absolutely hammered today. It was not good. SNPW, I got in at about 30 cents, and I got this phone call, and everybody at the Patreon knows what's up, and everything's okay. But there was some family stuff that came up, and this ended up being pretty brutal. It was a bad hour to be away from the charts, so that's how that looks right now. I always want to be transparent with you guys, but AMC is definitely going to be the saving grace regardless. I'm going to keep being positive and giving you guys my best energy, because honestly, we can only control what we can control, right? And if I was by my computer, that would have been a separate situation. In hindsight, maybe I should have had a trailing stop loss set, but I'm just glad that everything worked out with what I'm talking about. I don't want to get into details, but regardless, AMC was great today, and we're going to talk about that. So let's go over to the website, but first I want to give a big thank you to the guys over the Discord. We are almost 600 members strong now, which is absolutely insane. I really do appreciate the support. They'll have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insight to my personal trading, and we've got a lot of really good stuff in here. We've got chat and questions, investing assistance, options trading, stock bot, which we are actually going to be talking about today, short-term plays, mid-term plays, long-term plays, SPAC plays, cult stocks, and a whole bunch of different industries and sectors. And we've got some people in here that actually make a pretty decent killing, so we're just going to show you some different numbers here. Past month 94%, past 3 months 80%, Just some killer numbers. So if you want to be part of this awesome community, check out the link to the Patreon in the description box down below. Now, if you're not familiar with what AMC is, we'll just give you a quick rundown. They are the country's largest movie theater industry. AMC Entertainment Holdings engages in the theatrical exhibition business through its subsidiaries. It operates through the United States markets and international market segments. The United States segment involves in the activity in the U.S., specifically in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. The international market segment focuses its operations in the United Kingdom, Germany, Spain, Italy, Ireland, Portugal, Sweden, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, and Denmark. The company is founded on June 6, 2007, and is headquartered in Leawood, Kansas. So, just something that I want to show you guys with AMC. I am going to come over here to StockBot and just show you guys some different numbers that I find interesting. If we type in shorts, or short, and then AMC, this will pull us up how many people are short on their position in AMC. And we can see that it is currently a 36.58% short float, 106 million float with 164 million shares outstanding. So as that float begins to go down, the demand is going to get higher. You're going to see huger spikes in volatility, right? And the short is definitely something to keep in the back of your mind because, power to you if you made money shorting the stock, but there's risk involved. There's unlimited risk involved. And when people cover shorts, right, it squeezes the stock price. And what this means is when you sell the stock, when you're shorting a stock, you have to buy back eventually. And if the stock is going up when you buy back, and you buy back at a higher cost, you end up pushing the price up, and that is called squeezing the stock. It's called a short squeeze. So I'm just going to answer that really quick. I believe so, but will err on the side of caution and say I don't know. Anyways, so let's come over here to the charts and just take a look at the price action here. So what we're seeing is a huge crossover between the 15 VAMA and the 200 EMA. Volume is picking up every single day. We saw a lot of red volume yesterday, right? And I was telling you about how this stock is extremely shorted, and because of that, we were seeing this tug of war. But one thing that I really like is the fact that this was even shorted and we still closed the day green. That's a great sign, right? So this was a consolidation. To me, this was setting the leg up for the next big move, which is actually happening right now as we speak. I believe if we come over here to my positions, this disgusts me to have to look at this right now, but 37.5% extra hours close is what we're looking at right now with AMC. I'm going to put out a video on SNPW that's going to give you a little more detail on what happened there. But like I said, I had some family stuff pop up, and my portfolio was the last thing on my agenda at the time. Anyways, we did have a nice little bit of bullish indication here. So if we take a look here, we do have a nice big fat George W, a double bottom. I think there was somebody over in the Discord. I just briefly read this. I was popping out in and out today just because of some different things going on, and I saw him say, "I'm pretty sure that's a George W on the macroscopic chart," and I had to laugh. I had to smile. That definitely cheered me up. You rock, man. Whoever said that. This is a big fat George W. This is the definition of a big fat George W. Double bottom, which is an absolute bullish indicator. It's two huge dips followed by two huge rips, and the second rip went to absolute pound town. This thing is off to the races. So volume is awesome. The corrections on the RSI indicator, not bad whatsoever. I'm actually extremely satisfied with the way this is playing out right now. Huge gap between the 15 VAMA and 200 EMA. Volume is starting to become very consistent. I expect that we're going to continue to see a push on this in the coming days. I mean, what I think about right now is GME, and I know this isn't the same thing, but you gotta be kidding me! Jesus Christ! What the? Oh man, maybe not quite GME level, but Jesus, how can you look at that and not just be absolutely flabbergasted? Why is that happening? Oh my God, 92%, and it's up. Oh, that's absolutely filthy. Anyways, this reminds me of GameStop, right? So that's been a multiple day runner, and AMC definitely has the potential to do the same thing. And AMC has something to back up their claims. Not to say that GameStop doesn't, right? But with AMC, what we're expecting is people are excited to go back to the movies. They're excited for that culture to restart again. It's been a year, right? It has been a year, I guess. Over a year since we started this quarantine, and that is a long time for people to be cooped up. We're excited to go out and watch movies. not just look at things on our 32-inch flat screen TV, right? To go back and just enjoy the atmosphere. And while I don't know if this is going to be a great long-term play, I do think it's a good midterm play, because realistically, the anticipation and the hype for AMC is going to continue to grow until one day you wake up and you're looking over at your buddy and you say, hey, you want to go see a movie? That's probably the day in which you should probably stop holding AMC. But I think you're going to continue to see a hard push here. I think AMC is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, and this might be just the beginning. And what honestly pushed us through here was we were really hanging tight on this 528 resistance level. And once we pushed through that with a big freaking fat wide bar, it was just off to the races after that. There was no stopping it, and we've got a lot of great price action here. So I hope that you were able to get a position in this. I did put out 2 videos talking about AMC. I said I feel very good about this. We've got the shorts outstanding right now, which is going to push the stock price up pretty hard. And then if we look here at statistics on AMC and then institutional ownership, we can see that there is an institutional stake in AMC of 37.5%. That matters. That matters. It does. The big guys with a lot of money, when they put their money into a stock, that's something that you should pay attention to. And the fact that nearly 40% of the stock is owned by big wig companies, that means something. That means, hey, we're going to put our money into a penny stock because we believe in it that strongly. And I believe in this penny stock if 37.5% of the stock is owned by the big wig companies. So that's how the 1-month charts look right now. If you're looking at an entry point, I think just based on past trends, if we pull down this Fibonacci retracement and look at some of the previous trends on the stock, right? Let me just adjust it really quick, or actually I'll just drop a new one. So if we look at previous trends, right, the last run up, if we draw it up to the peak here, we retrace to about 38.2%. So if we take that same sort of thought process, 38.2%. So if you take that same thought process and apply it up here, that means we're most likely to retrace to $6.24. Now keep in mind, we are seeing an extreme amount of volume, an extreme amount of volatility does come with that, right? We're trading just as high in the after hours as we were in the regular market hours. In fact, even a little bit higher. So there is going to be a little more volatility. So maybe we see it push below 624 down to about 594. But I do think if you're looking for an entry point, wait for a pullback. That is going to have the least amount of risk. This is up almost 50% right now. If we come back and take a look at the extra hours close, it is up 36%. So just tread cautiously. There is risk involved if you do get into the stock right now. Now let's change it over to the 2-day 1-minute chart. My game plan for AMC is I have a price target on this of about $8. I'd like to get a pretty nice healthy margin, anywhere around 80 to 100%. I think is very realistic, especially when we look at GME. Honestly, I'm lowballing. I always lowball with my price targets. When I brought up other plays in the past, I've always said, hey, I'd rather lowball it and we just walk away with some profit rather than nothing because we just got too greedy. Look at GME, guys. This was a multiple day runner. And I'm not saying that AMC is going to do this, but I'm saying it has the potential to, right? We're seeing the beginning of something really nice. And if this continues, it's run. And these shorts keep holding their shares. It can squeeze pretty hard. I mean, like a double up kind of squeeze. So I would continue to hold your shares. Personally, I think there's a lot of upside left here with AMC. Now, if we look at the overall price action here, as I'd mentioned, we broke through a very critical level of resistance, sitting at that $5.28 range. And then throughout the day today, we were on a little bit of a downward channel. So you can see this price action. We touched points here, 1, 2, 3, 4 different touch points, 5, 6, 7. And once we broke out of that channel, we started pushing here in the after hours, broke above 528, and along with it came a lot of buying pressure. I'd be interested to see if we look at the candles on the day, what kind of price action we're seeing, how much buying pressure we're seeing. And there's a pretty decent amount. So there's some good bottoming tails on the bottom of some of these red candles and some of these green candles, which is typically an indication of strong buying pressure. We've got a very nice shooting star, otherwise known as a hammer candle right here, which is a very solid bullish indicator. So I do like to see that. We've got another one here, another one here. We've got a doji right here, and it's on the upper end, so that's a very beautiful looking doji. A lot of really great buying pressure here. So as I was watching this throughout the day as much as I could, I was very excited. I thought to myself, I'm not really panicking whatsoever. I think there's a lot of upside here, and I am going to continue to hold. And sure enough, just as sure as Southern Loving Mamas cook their chicken with Crisco, baby, AMC is doing its thing. So I'm very happy that we're starting this next Grand Slam hit here at Trades. We're gonna keep doing this, guys. Even for as long as you keep rocking, as long as we keep patience and hitting these plays before they run up, we're gonna be fine. So that is what I have for the video today. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Webull. Webull is a brokerage account that allows you to trade in the extended hours, which is a great tool. If you sign up, deposit $100, you get 4 free stocks. I get a free stock. If you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my channel. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.